Welcome back to our second game of the day. It's the Bayard Tiger boys facing off against the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs as we get you set for this boys' fifth place semifinal here on KNEB.TV. Once again, the Bayard Tiger boys and the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs facing off our second game of the day. Let's go ahead and get set as we meet the starters. For the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs, Brody Popkin, the 5'10" sophomore, leads things off. Then it's Bronson Freeman, the 5'9" senior. Cannon Leeper, the 5'8" sophomore. Daniel Martins, the 6' junior. And Maddox Leeper, the 5'6" freshman, rounds out the starting five for the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. For the Bayard Tigers, the home team on the scoreboard today, coming off of a 66-27 loss at number 2 Bridgeport last night. Noah Manka, the 6'1" junior, leads things off. Connor Cochran, the 5'8" senior in there. Caleb Leonard, the 6'1" senior. Wyatt Edmonds, the 6'1" freshman in there. And Connor Posey, the 6' sophomore, rounds out the starting five for the hometown Bayard Tigers on the scoreboard today. Once again, happy to have you along. Starters being introduced here at Cougar Palace. Bayard Tigers will wear the white uniforms as the home team on the bracket. The Gordon-Rushville Mustangs will wear the black uniforms. Starters have been announced. We're ready to go. All set for this contest between the Bayard Tigers and the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Our second of 6 games today. Our last game, the Bayard Tigers and the Hemingford Bobcats faced off in the girls' 5th place semifinal. Hemingford wins that one to advance to take on Mitchell tomorrow, 33-29. They will be our first game of the day at 11 a.m. For the Mustangs, Daniel Martins will jump against the senior Caleb Leonard. For the Bayard Tigers, once again, Trayton Harmon, happy to have you along on KNEB TV as we bring you every game with this Western Trails Conference tournament. Second one today. Patiently waiting at the scores table as they may be having issues with the scoreboard. And both teams will be asked to leave the floor as they figure out issues with the scoreboard. So we patiently wait to see why the teams have been returned to their bench. Just about set for this first place, or this 5th place semifinal. The issue at hand is the shot clock is not on in the stadium, and they cannot get it to connect. So we patiently wait for the shot clock to come back on. Next game on the docket is our first girls semifinal of the day. The Bridgeport Bulldogs facing off against the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. That to follow this one. These two teams battling for a spot in the 5th place game, where they will take on the Hemingford Bobcats as they fell to Mitchell last night. Still waiting for the shot clock to come back on in the stadium. For now, we step aside. We'll thank our sponsors for this Western Trails Conference tournament.
Coverage of the 2025 Western Trails Conference Basketball Tournament on KNEB.TV is brought to you by WNCC, Brindle's Restaurant, Travis Hawk Shelter Insurance, Bunkhouse Trailer Sales, and by Allo.
Trayton Harmon back with you as we continue to patiently wait for the shot clocks to come back on here at Western Nebraska Community College. Teams patiently waiting. No sign of life on the scoreboard now as everything has gone black. A step backward, hopefully for a step forward here when the shot clock turns back on. Or this whole scoreboard turns back on, I should say. As you can see, teams having fun in their huddles. That's Bayard's Connor Posey having some fun in the Bayard huddle. And on the Gordon-Rushville side, it's Cannon Leeper getting jumpy in the huddle, living up to his namesake. We continue to patiently wait. Scoreboard completely off here at Western Nebraska Community College. Hopefully the issue resolves itself and we can get underway here in this contest between the Mustangs and the Tigers, and they do just that. We are back in action at Western Nebraska Community College. And back in the circles, it's Caleb Leonard for Bayard and Daniel Martins for Gordon-Rushville. Bayard will work from left to right, Gordon-Rushville from right to left. Ball tipped into the sky, and Gordon-Rushville will open up this contest. Martins will bring it into the front court, the 6-foot junior. Martins' right side pass. Bronson Freeman has it in his hands to the free throw line. In the hands, Cannon Leaper. Ball stolen away. Connor Cochran first is the first turnover of this contest, trying to find Noah Manka on the opposite end of the floor. Manka into the bleachers as the pass a little far. Just underway here at Cougar Palace for our boys' 5th place semifinal. Martins into the front court to the left side in the hands of Freeman. Freeman back at the top. The big man Maddox Leaper has it. Now to the right side, Martins once again. Martins surveys down low. Nowhere to go. Feeds up to the top in the hands of Leaper. Now to the corner, Leaper. This time it's Maddox. Maddox back to Cannon. To the far side, Bronson Freeman. Gordon-Rushville just working it around the arc. Martins. Inside of 10 seconds, the bench begins the countdown. Down low in the hands of Brody Popkin. Popped into the sky, trying to track it down, and Maddox Leaper has it. It's going to be a shot clock violation for Gordon-Rushville on their second possession of the contest. Bayard gets it back on the turnover. Noah Manka will trigger it in for the Bayard Tigers. And he gets it and he has it in his hands, back from Connor Cochran. Manka to Leonard. Leonard on the left elbow, brings it to the free throw line. Now the right elbow, back to the top, Posey to the right side, Cochran. Cochran surveys, almost loses it. He does, able to get back on top of it, and he steps out of play. Another turnover. Turnovers aplenty here in the first minute, 13 seconds of this contest. Martins into the front court for Gordon-Rushville. To the right side, Freeman. Freeman surveys, nowhere to go. He'll bring it back out and feed Leaper. Maddox Leaper now to the left side. Into the hands, Cannon Leaper. Cannon feeds down low to Martins. Martins trying to dig in. Leonard and Edmonds there, and he lays it up and in from the left side as Daniel Martins has the first two of the contest. 2-0. Gordon-Rushville leads Bayard. And the ball thrown into the sky, and it's taken away by Bronson Freeman. Freeman feeds down low to Leaper. Leaper can't get it to go. Rebounded by Martins. Martins drop step. He can't get it to go. Rebounded by Caleb Leonard. Posey back to Leonard. And now Leonard will bring it into the front court. Picks up a dribble. Feeds Cochran. Cochran down the far side is going to be hooked by Bronson Freeman, who will pick up his first of the contest. So Freeman picks up the first foul of this contest. It's 2-0. Gordon-Rushville on top of Bayard. Manka on the far side gets it into Cochran. Cochran back to Manka. Manka thought about a three. Instead he'll feed inside to Posey. Posey digging in on the left side. Leaves it short. Just scuffs the front of the iron and falls into the hands of Maddox Leaper. Up the floor, Brody Popkin. Compton back to Leaper, back to Popkin. Popkin picks up a dribble to the right side. Bronson Freeman bounce pass to Leaper. Leaper at the free throw line. Head fake, feeds down low to Martins. Nice fake down low. And Daniel Martins has the first four of this contest. 4-0 Gordon-Rushville over the Bayard Tigers. Posey back to Manka as they cross the timeline. Manka pumps the brakes, feeds back to Posey, back to Manka, cutting baseline. His jumper on the way, can't knock it down, left it long. Nice rebounding down low for Gordon-Rushville. It's going to be Brody Popkin coming away with it. Martins into the front court on a pass from Leaper. Far side, Freeman to the top. Popkin. Popkin surveys to the left side, Leaper. And that's going to be a travel called on Cannon. Leaper got the feet going before he could get the dribble down. And the first. And the Bayard Tigers will trigger it in. Caleb Leonard will have it. Leonard to Manka. Taking their time, trying to break this pressure, and they will. Manka flashes across the timeline. Now Manka right wing extended. Trying to clear up the congestion in the middle of the offense for the Tigers right now. Trying to feed down low to Wyatt Edmonds. Poked away by Maddox Leaper. Ball will stay with the Bayard Tigers. Caleb Leonard has it. He'll trigger it in. Gets it to Manka. Manka to the top, Cochran. Cochran on the right wing, brings it to straightaway, just inside the arc. Now feeds Leonard on the right wing, dribbles down low to the baseline, picks up his dribble there, feeds to Edmonds, goes by him, and now pushing it up the floor quickly. Maddox Leaper has it, lays it on a finger roll just over the front of the iron, and Cannon Leaper has his first two of the contest. 6-0, Gordon-Rushville leads it. Caleb Leonard working quickly on the baseline, feeds it across the lane, in and out of the hands of Edmonds, picks up by Posey at the free throw line. Posey's floater, can't get it to go off the back of the cup, ripped out of the sky. Daniel Martins under the hoop. Ball poked away by Cochran in the backcourt, trying to find Leaper was Martins. Now Popkin has it, now feeds Maddox Leaper. At the free throw line, flips back to Martins, now on the right side. They'll work it around the horn. Maddox Leaper back in his hands, straight away dribbles to the right wing. Leaper feeds into the corner, Martins has it. Daniel Martins trying to feed over the top to Maddox Leaper, intercepted by the freshman Wyatt Edmonds for the Bayard Tigers. They're back to offense. Caleb Leonard across the timeline for Bayard, trailing 6-0 to the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Noah Manka trying to feed a cutting Caleb Leonard at the free throw line. He's able to corral it after it was poked away by Freeman. Freeman playing hip-to-hip defense right now. And a timeout on the floor for the Bayard Tigers. Just a 30-second timeout. We will step aside. We're back with you right after this here on KNEB TV.
Western Trails Conference Basketball Tournament on KNEB.TV is brought to you by Reds, Lessard Insurance, Dustin White Irrigation, and by B&C Steel.
Trade Harmon back with you at Western Nebraska Community College, Cougar Palace. Gordon-Rushville out to a 6-0 lead over the Bayard Tigers in this boys' fifth-place semifinal. Out of the head coach Michael Simon's timeout, Bayard will have it on the near sideline with Caleb Leonard triggering it in for the Tigers. Anderson Gardner now on the floor for the Bayard Tigers. Caleb Leonard surveys. Three players stacked in front of him. Leonard surveys, gets it into Cochran, just past the timeline. Cochran will dribble it down near the right wing. He's going to lose the ball. Daniel Martins has the steal, and Connor Cochran going to pick up the foul, tripping up Daniel Martins. That's first foul of the contest on the Bayard Tigers, even now at 1-1. Cannon Leaper to trigger it in now from where Caleb Leonard was standing. Daniel Martins into the front court for Gordon-Rushville. Maddox Leaper straight away to the free throw line. Freeman has it, kicks out to Martins. Martins head fake, now dribbles baseline, pops it up, can't get it to go, rolls over the iron, batted around, rebounded by Connor Cochran on the right side of the lane. He's working quickly in transition, pumps the brakes as he crosses the timeline, now down to the left wing he goes, throws it away, looking for Anderson Gardner. Another turnover for the Bayard Tigers entering the contest. It's going to be Jacob Carrizal is going to replace Connor Cochran. Daniel Martins into the front court to the right side. It's Cannon Leaper. Cannon Leaper jumper from the baseline. Can't get it to go. Rolls over. Rebounded by Anderson Gardner on a bounce after he sealed his man. 6-0. Gordon-Rushville lead. Now Manka has it on the near side working against Daniel Martins. Quickly across the timeline he goes. He's going to have the ball stripped away from him by Daniel Martins as he's forced a couple of steals early on. Daniel Martins Eurostep move on the right side. Finger roll lays it over the right side of the iron and through. Daniel Martins up to 6 in this first quarter. It's 8-0. Gordon-Rushville on top of the Bayard Tigers. Caleb Leonard trying to dig in on the left side. Feeds Carrizal is at the free throw line. Nowhere to go. Feeds it to Manka. Manka's jumper from the middle of the lane won't go, and he's going to be fouled on the jumper. Looked like it's going to be Cannon. Lee second on the way. Can't knock it down. Rebounded by Posey. Posey's put back won't go either. So the score 8-1. Gordon-Rushville on top of Bayard, and Daniel Martins adds to his total. 8 points in this first quarter. Connor Posey on the far side. Pushes up the floor into the hands of Caleb Leonard, back to Posey. Posey to Anderson Gardner on the left side, feeds across the lane. Noah Manka can't convert on the glass. Rebounded by Maddox Leaper. Gordon-Rushville back on offense, 3 on the way, and Maddox, Cannon Leaper knocks down the first 3 of the contest, up to 5 in the first quarter is Leaper. 13-1 the score. Bayard trailing by 12. Noah Manka goes coast to coast though, and has all 3 of the Bayard Tiger points. 13-2, far side Leaper. Leaper to the top, Freeman. Freeman near side. It's Martins. 3 on the way for Leaper. Can't knock it down. Maddox Leaper rebounded by Carrizales on a bounce. Carrizales into the Bayard front court. Right wing extended. Back to the top, Posey. Posey on the right wing to the free throw line. Dishes to Manka. Manka, floater in the middle of the lane, won't go. Rebounded by Anderson Garter. Anderson Garter's put back straight through. Anderson Garter makes it 13-4 in the first quarter in favor of the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Inside of a minute to go. Right side, Freeman into the corner. Cannon Leaper trying to feed down low. Intended target was Case Sheenan, and it's going to go out of play. Back to the Bayard Tigers side of the floor it goes. Cochran and Edmonds into the contest for the Bayard Tigers. Brody Popkin back in there for Gordon-Rushville alongside Joey Ziller and Juan Montañez Rodriguez. So Gordon-Rushville has it underneath their own hoop. Leaper in the corner, feeds back to Martins, digging in on the left side. Can't get it to go, rebounded by Caleb Leonard on the inside. That ball poked away. Connor Cochran trying to convert with Caleb Leonard's. Ball blocked away. Now the putback for Ziller won't go. And see who's coming to the line. See that foul's against, going to go against Caleb Leonard as he picks up his first.
Foul number 24 from Bayard, Caleb Leonard.
So Joey Ziller steps to the line. Comes into the tournament 6 for 10 at the line. Ziller's first is straight through, the freshman. Ziller's second on the way, straight through the cylinder. Makes it 15-4 in favor of the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs in this first quarter, 20 seconds to play. Up the floor, batted away by Gordon-Rushville, going to go out of play. Bayard maintains possession. Caleb Leonard to trigger it in for Bayard on the near side. Leonard bounce pass to Carrizales. Floater on the way, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Gardner on the left side of the lane. His putback won't go. Edmonds on the putback, swirling around and dropping through for the freshman Wyatt Edmonds. His first 2 of the contest makes it 15-6. And Daniel Martin's midcourt jumper on the way, can't knock it down at the buzzer. And we head to the second quarter. Gordon-Rushville leading at 15-6 over the Bayard Tigers.
Coverage of the 2025 Western Trails Conference Basketball Tournament on KNEB.TV is brought to you by Morrill County Community Hospital, A. Elliott Law, Papa Murphy's, and by Wesco.
You deserve to have a building that will last for generations. With more than 110 years of experience and thousands of satisfied customers, Morton Buildings is the industry leader you can trust. If you're planning for a garage, farm shop, horse barn, storage building for your RV, boat, or collectibles, there's no better time to buy. Contact your local Morton sales office or visit mortonbuildings.com to get started today.
Trey Harmon back with you for the second quarter of this Western Trails Conference 5th place semifinal. 15-6 the current score between the Bayard Tigers and the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. To begin the second quarter of action, possession arrow facing the Bayard Tigers side of the floor. Manka gets it in. Check that. Cochran gets it into Manka. Now Manka has it back in his hands. Cochran on the right side, dribbling around. Edmonds left side, Posey. Posey back to the top, trying to find Cochran. Miscommunication that's thrown away into the tables. So Bayard turns it over on their first possession of the second quarter. Gordon-Rushville back on offense. To the top, Popkin. Now right side, Freeman. Freeman surveys back to Popkin. Popkin back to Freeman. They're playing patty cake. And now throwing right into the hands of Connor Cochran. Cochran trying to go coast to coast on the right side. He's going to be fouled before he can get a shot up. So he's coming to the line and shooting two. Popkin's going to pick up his first foul of the contest for Gordon-Rushville, first of the second quarter.
Foul number 0 from Gordon-Rushville, Brody Open. Connor Cochran at the line.
Connor Cochran knocks down his first attempt at the line. Makes it 15-7. Gave the point to the wrong team on the scoreboard. Cochran second, swirls the cylinder and drops through. 16-9. It should be 15-9 on the scoreboard due to a free throw that was converted back in the first quarter by Noah Manka. So Bayard back on offense. Right side to the top. Manka down the right side. Tries to use the glass. Instead, he's going to be called for the travel. Turnover for the Bayard Tigers. Martins will bring it into the front court for Gordon-Rushville. Popkin has it into the corner. Leaper, head fake, bounce pass down low to Martins, and he lays it up and off the glass for an easy two. Daniel Martins already up to 10 points in the contest. Cochran right wing into the corner, Edmonds. Edmonds step through move on the free throw line. Nice move from the freshman as he lays it off the glass for two. Wyatt Edmonds up to 4 in the contest. 17-10 now the score. Martins up the floor, left side, Leaper. Leaper back to the top into the hands, Freeman. Freeman back in the hands of Cannon Leaper, poked away. Going to be a foul called on Wyatt Edmonds as he's going to pick up his first. That'll be the first of the second quarter on the Bayard Tigers. Edmonds first of the contest. Daniel Martins will trigger it in for Gordon-Rushville underneath his own hoop. Anderson Garter to the bench. Caleb Leonard back in for the Tigers. Waiting for the shot clock to reset. Now it will. And Daniel Martins to trigger it in for Gordon-Rushville. Surveys. Gets it on a bounce pass to Maddox Leaper. Now back at the top, Freeman. Freeman into the corner. Daniel Martins pops off a three. Can't knock it down too strong. Connor Posey rebounds on the opposite side, but he throws it into the hands of Leaper. Turnover for the Bayard Tigers after the rebound. Back at the top, Freeman. Freeman, bounce pass to Leaper. Cannon Leaper, bounce pass back to the top, Freeman. Down low, Maddox Leaper going to be poked away by Edmonds and picked up by Connor Cochran as he kicked the ball. Trying to play soccer on the far side is Connor Cochran to get that into his hands. Anderson Garda will check into the contest, replacing Connor Posey. Martins to inbound once again, flips it over the top into the hands. It's Cannon Leaper, now Popkin. Popkin left side, Maddox Leaper. Left wing extended, feeds inside to Martins at the left elbow. Now feeds Popkin. Popkin loses the ball as he drives the lane. Now Martins has it. Hook shot won't go. Rebounded by Edmonds on a bounce. Bayard back to offense. Caleb Leonard crosses the timeline. Now driving inside the arc, step through move. Caleb Leonard throws it into the bottom of the iron, but he's fouled by Daniel Martins as he drives, and he's coming to the line. Daniel Martins picks up his first, second team foul of the second quarter for Gordon-Rushville.
Foul number 4 from Gordon-Rushville, Daniel Martins. Caleb Leonard at the line.
Caleb Leonard coming into this tournament 54% at the line, his first on the way. Knocks it down. It's Caleb Leonard's first points of the contest. Into the contest for Gordon-Rushville, Case Sheenan. Leonard back at the line. Can't knock it down. Rebounded by Martins. Martins working quickly across the timeline. Gets past Cochran. Runs into Garter. Feeds back. Middle of the... Now Sheenan has it beyond the arc. Sheenan bounce pass near side. Popkin back to Sheenan. Sheenan right side to Leeper. Leeper surveys. Nothing there. Back at the top. Sheenan at the volleyball spike line. Near side Popkin. Popkin drives inside. Kicks it down to the baseline of the hands of Leeper. Cannon Leeper back to the top. They'll work it around the horn. Sheenan into the corner. Leeper inside of 10 seconds. Ball stolen away by Caleb Leonard. Leonard does not have numbers. Will pump the brakes and pick up his own dribble. Trying to feed down low to Connor Cochran. Poked away. Popkin has it. Turnover for for Bayard. Daniel Martins flashes the hoop. Can't get it to go. Ball poked away. Connor Cochran has it. Make that Noah Manka. Manka to the right side. Throws it off the glass. Can't get it to go. Almost got his own rebound. Now poked away. Anderson Garter has it. Garter feeds to Manka. Manka's long two on the way. Can't get it to go off the side of the iron. Now Garter has it back in his hands. His putback will fall in. Anderson Garter up to 4 in the contest. Makes it 17-11. Popkin, right side, Leeper. Cannon Leeper trying to feed down low to Maddox. Leeper going to be poked away by the Bayard Tigers. It's going to stay with Gordon-Rushville on their side of the floor. Connor Posey will check in for the Bayard Tigers. Wyatt Edmonds to the bench. 17-11 the score. Carrizales also trying to check in for the Bayard Tigers. Still an issue with the scoreboard. Score continues to be incorrect. So Jacob Carrizales into the contest. Noah Manka to the bench. As we have another stoppage of play for a scoreboard issue here at Cougar Palace. So trying to clean things up on the scoreboard on the far side. See what's going on here. We're marching the ball back to the baseline. So we're going to keep the scoreboard where it's at, 17-11, must be correct. Still pushing buttons on the far side, trying to figure things out. If you're just joining us, the Bayard Tigers and the Hemingford Bobcats faced off in our girls' fifth place semifinal. Hemingford wins that one 33-29. They'll take on Mitchell tomorrow in our first game of the day. And now the teams will head to the bench and we'll step aside.
Coverage of the 2025 Western Trails Conference Basketball Tournament on KNEB.TV is brought to you by Legacy Co-op, Western Nebraska Regional Airport, Midwest Auto Used Parts, and by Team Auto Center.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
Back with you from Cougar Palace. Scoreboard issues hopefully resolved. 17-11 the score. 4:19 to play in this second quarter. Gordon-Rushville has it after the lengthy delay. Martins gets it into the hands Sheena, now near side Leaper. Cannon Leaper feeds to Martins in the corner, back to the top. Sheenan back in his hands on a flip, left side. Looking inside is Popkin, back to the top, Sheenan. Right side, Cannon Leaper. Leaper feeds to Maddox. Leaper trying to dig in against Connor Posey. Pushes away, now uses the glass, can't get it to go. On a bounce, Anderson Gardner has it on the right side of the lane on the rebound. Connor Cochran on the far side brings it into the front court. And now stoppage of play because the shot clock did not start. So another stoppage and a stop over at the scores table to try and figure things out. Noah Mankin into the contest for Jacob Carrizales. Back in action, Cochran will trigger it in. Surveys the floor. Looking, gets it in the hands of Connor Posey in the corner, feeds Anderson Gardner on a bounce. Gardner kicks out to Manka. Manka on the way for three, can't knock it down. Rebounded by Daniel Martins, pushes up the floor into the hands, Cannon Leaper. Cannon Leaper on the right side, ball knocked out of his hands by Noah Manka. And the ball will stay with Gordon-Rushville. Top of the arc, Cannon Leaper in the corner. Sheenan to the top, Popkin left side, Maddox Leaper. Down on the floor, Caleb Leonard going to push it the other way. Leonard down the middle of the lane, gets it to trickle through. Caleb Leonard's first field goal of the contest. He's up to 3 in the contest. Leonard to Martins. Daniel Martins on a finger roll. Nice move for Daniel Martins. Found on a cut. He's up to 12 in the contest. Connor Cochran, left side. He has it in his hands. Cochran picks it up, feeds Posey. Posey will launch a college trifecta. Can't get it to go, scuffs the front of the iron. Up the floor, Sheenan has it. Case Sheenan being tracked down by Caleb Leonard. Can't get it to go, and a foul going to be called on Caleb Leonard. So Bayard picks up their second team foul. Disregard the scoreboard on KNEB TV. Everything's wrong there. Because that scoreboard being ran by the scoreboard here at Cougar Palace. And it appears that our instrument that allows us to keep the score live for you has been disconnected on their side as they try to figure things out. Sheenan converts the second free throw. Bayard back on offense. Cochran on the far side. Two defenders collapse on him. Has it stolen away by Cannon Leaper, and a jump ball going to be called.
Jump ball. Mustangs ball.
Daniel Martins flips it up. Now on the near side straightaway, Daniel Martins has it. Martins brings it back between the rings. Martins to the left side. That's Joey Ziller, feeds across the floor on a skip pass. Leaper's trifecta knocked down. Cannon Leaper, his second 3 of the contest. And I wish I could tell you the score. Connor Cochran trying to feed Posey, has it stolen away, and it's going to be a foul on Connor Posey. So Connor Posey picks up his first.
Foul on number 25 from Bayard, Connor Posey. Mustangs ball.
Leaper gets it in. Ziller. Check that, Sheenan now in the hands of Martins. Martins bounce pass to Maddox Leaper. On the right elbow, back to Martins. Martins near side into the hands of Ziller. Ziller head fake, brings it back to straightaway. Ziller right side. Leaper straight away. Now the left side, ball going to be taken away by Manka. Manka pushes up the floor to Cochran. Cochran with a nice easy lay-in on the right side as the Bayard Tigers look good in transition. Right side, Leaper. Cannon Leaper, Sheenan. Sheenan to the top, Maddox Leaper as they reset the offense. Flip over the top to Martins. Martins goes up, high points it and lays it in from the left side with the right hand. Daniel Martins up to 14 in the contest. Connor Posey flips it up the floor to Cochran. Cochran crosses the timeline back to Edmonds. Now on the baseline, Manka, his jumper won't go. Spit out of the iron, gets his own rebound, poked out of his hands. Posey takes a dribble, kicks to Edmonds. Edmonds short jumper, won't go. Batted around, rebounded by Posey once again, flips to Garter. Garter's put back, also won't go. Martin's going to come away with a rebound for Gordon-Rushville, and a foul going to be called on Connor Posey. That's the fourth of the quarter for the Bayard Tigers. Connor Posey picks up his second. Caleb Leonard into the contest for the Bayard Tigers, replaces Connor Posey. Daniel Martins will bring it into the front court for the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Left side, Sheenan. Sheenan to Leaper. Leaper down low to Martins. Martins kicks it out to Leaper. Leaper back to the top. Sheenan fakes left. Dribbles to the free throw line. Kicks out to Maddox Leaper. Has to track it down at the volleyball spike line. Right side. In the hands, Sheenan. Back to the top, Ziller. Ziller gets away from Manka. Kicks it to Leaper in the corner. Down low, Caleb Leonard plucks it away for the Bayard steal. Up the floor, Wyatt Edmonds. In the hands of Cochran. Cochran in the corner. Manka. Manka unleashes a three. Can't knock it down. Edmonds will get it. Now Garter will get it. Garter's put back won't go. And now tracked down by Cochran. Cochran kicks to Edmonds. Edmonds drives baseline. Almost lost it. He's going to be fouled by Daniel Martins. Daniel Martins picks up his second, third for Gordon-Rushville as a team. 16 seconds remaining in this first half. Caleb Leonard surveys the floor. Bounce pass to Manka. Now Garter beyond the arc. Garter on the right wing, dribbles down the right side of the lane, picks up a dribble, feeds Leonard. Leonard on the right elbow, picks up his dribble, surveys, kicks back to Garter. 5 seconds on the clock. Garter, middle of the lane, going to lose the ball. Ball still loose on the floor. And now Leonard's jumper at the buzzer won't go. And we head to halftime, not knowing what the score is because the scoreboard is not working here on KNEB.TV.
25 Western Trails Conference Basketball Tournament on KNEB.TV is brought to you by WNCC, Brindle's Restaurant, Travis Hawk Shelter Insurance, Bunkhouse Trailer Sales, and by Aloe.
Health can be found at Western Sleep Medicine in Gering. Since 2006, Western Sleep Medicine has offered the lowest cost sleep testing either in their independent sleep laboratory or the privacy of your own home. You have control over your health care and your out-of-pocket cost. All insurance is accepted for a much lower cost than the regional option. If you need a sleep study, ask for Western Sleep Medicine. They've helped thousands of people over the years and want to help you. Western Sleep Medicine. Better sleep, better health.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the very best. At Morrill County Community Hospital, they provide top-notch care with compassion and expertise. From routine checkups to advanced surgeries, their dedicated team is here for you 24/7. With state-of-the-art technology and a patient-first approach, they ensure you and your loved ones receive the highest quality care. Because at Morrill County Community Hospital, your health is their priority. Visit Morrill County Community Hospital today in Bridgeport. Morrill County Community Hospital. Exceptional care right here at home.
Are you tired of being tired? Sweet Dream Sleep in Gering is ready to help you wake up feeling refreshed. Dr. Brittany Meyer provides consultation for both children and adults to identify sleep disorders such as sleep apnea, insomnia, periodic limb movement, and more. Dr. Meyer and her nurse practitioner manage treatment with follow-ups using in-person office visits and telemedicine to navigate insurance requirements. No referral is necessary. Sweet Dream Sleep Services. Better sleep, better health.
Changing leaf colors means yard work. Your friends at Tri-City Stormwater wants to remind you of the proper way to dispose of fallen leaves. Leaves make great mulch for trees and bushes and compost for future gardens. The city also has yard waste bins, so they can dispose of all your leaves at the city compost facility. Always keep your leaves out of the gutters. Not only do they cause clogging and flooding, they can pollute our waterways by causing nutrient overload. So keep your yard looking good and your drinking water safe, because it's our water, our responsibility.
Trey Harmon back with you here at the half with the scoreboard issues have been resolved. It is 25-18. Gordon-Rushville leading the Bayard Tigers here at the half. Let's take a look at some numbers from that first half. First for the Bayard Tigers, 5 points for Noah Manka, 4 each for Wyatt Edmonds and Anderson Gardner, 3 for Caleb Leonard and 2 for Connor Cochran, round out the scoring in the first half for the Bayard Tigers. And for the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs, led by a big first half from Daniel Martins, 14 points for the junior, 8 for Cannon Leaper, 2 for Joey Ziller and Case Sheenan. Once again, Gordon-Rushville leads at 25-18 at the half. We step aside when we come back. Second half of action coming your way here on KNEB.TV.
Coverage of the 2025 Western Trails Conference Basketball Tournament on KNEB.TV is brought to you by Reds, Lessard Insurance, Dustin White Irrigation, and by B&C Steel. Coverage of the 2025 Western Trails Conference Basketball Tournament on KNEB.TV is brought to you by Morrill County Community Hospital, A. Elliott Law, Papa Murphy's, and by Wesco. Coverage of the 2025 Western Trails Conference Basketball Tournament on KNEB.TV is brought to you by Legacy Co-op, Western Nebraska Regional Airport, Midwest Auto Used Parts, and by Team Auto Center. Coverage of the 2025 Western Trails Conference Basketball Tournament on KNEB.TV is brought to you by WNCC, Brindle's Restaurant, Travis Hawk Shelter Insurance, Bunkhouse Trailer Sales, and by Allo. Coverage of the 2025 Western Trails Conference Basketball Tournament on KNEB.TV is brought to you by Reds, Lessard Insurance, Dust and White Irrigation, and by B&C Steel.
Life is crazy. Pain is stressful. How can anybody concentrate with these busy schedules? Now you can. This is Ben Moravec coming to you from Hydrozen, a float therapy business right here in Scottsbluff. I'm here today to let you know we now have memberships for $49 monthly. You can guarantee yourself at least one float per month. You know how floating keeps your muscles relaxed, your joints relieved, and your brain clear to think? Now you can float at a reduced rate each month. Inquire today at hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT. Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge.
But yeah, I love working on the grill. I'll flip my burgers and season them. I press them again. It's just really satisfying seeing how beautiful they turn out. Quite honestly, when I'm on the grill, we should really be charging double with the quality and love that I put into them.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
Trane Harmon back with you for this third quarter, this WTC boys fifth place semifinal contest between the Bayard Tigers and the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Once again, Gordon-Rushville leading it at the half 25-18. So we get you set for the second half of action. Bayard will now be working from right to left, Gordon-Rushville from left to right. Once again, back with you. Bayard will have it out of the halftime break. Caleb Leonard will trigger it in. Leonard surveys and a buzzer at the scorer's table as the clock is not reset for the beginning of the third quarter. Spent most of the latter portion of the second quarter not knowing what the score is here. And now the clock is reset, 8 minutes on it. We can resume play. Leonard triggers it into Manka, who will bring it into the front court. They're trailing by 7 as we begin this third quarter. Leonard has it in his hands, takes a dribble down the left side, he'll drive, almost lost it, able to maintain it. Oh, can't make the shot. Edmonds gets the rebound, his putback won't go either. Rebounded by Martins for Gordon-Rushville. Martins trying to go coast to coast on the right side, kicks it out into the hands Freeman. Freeman to Popkin. Popkin surveys left side. Leaper loses the ball, falls to the floor, and Wyatt Edmonds is going to pick up his second foul of the contest.
Foul number 33 from Bayard.
So Gordon-Rushville maintains possession, and Cannon Leaper will trigger it in. Left side, Freeman has it. Freeman to the free throw line. Drives, his shot won't go. Left it short. Martins tries to save it. He does, finds Popkin. Popkin working it around the horn to the hands of Maddox Leaper. Leaper flips it, trying to find a cutting Popkin. Instead, Martins will have it, and he's going to be fouled. See who the guilty party is, either going to be Posey or Leonard. It will be Connor Posey picking up his third.
Foul on number 45 from Bayard, Connor Posey.
So Bayard quickly with 2 fouls to begin this third quarter. And Daniel Martin will come to the line for 2 freebies. Daniel Martin's coming into this tournament 62% at the line, can't convert on the first. Martin's back at the line after missing the first. Connor Posey checks out. He is replaced by Anderson Garter. Martin's second on the way, knocks it down. And Gordon-Rushville with the first points of the second half, 26-18 the score. Caleb Leonard. Down low, Wyatt Edmonds. Edmonds on the reverse layup gets it to go. Wyatt Edmonds up to 6 in the contest. Makes it 26-20. Now with 3 on the way, can't get it to go. Can Freeman, gets his own rebound, kicks it back out. Leaper poking it around, able to corral it on the right wing extended. Leaper, left side. Now Popkins has it straight away. Takes a couple of dribbles, picks it up right side. Leaper, left side. Maddox Leaper will let one fly. Can't knock down the trifecta. Caleb Leonard will have it on a bounce. Leonard picks up a dribble, feeds to Garter. Garter tips it to himself. Bounce pass across the lane. Stolen away by Gordon-Rushville. Daniel Martins goes behind his back on a crossover move. Spins away from Cochran. Taking it coast to coast. Daniel Martins with a nifty move on the finger roll at the hoop. Daniel Martins up to 17 points in the contest. It's 26-20 with 6 minutes to play in this third quarter. Manka left side. Caleb Leonard down to Anderson Garter. Garter surveys and trying to find a cutting Cochran. He does, but he'll bring it back beyond the arc. Cochran trying to feed down low to Edmonds. Can't convert. Now Daniel Martins trying to go coast to coast once again. Martins with the right hand on the left side. Lays it up and in on an underhanded finger roll. Daniel Martins has 19 in the contest. It's 30-20 in favor of the Mustangs of Gordon-Rushville. Leonard, middle of the lane, drives, can't get it to go off the glass, and ball poked around. Popkin had it for a second. Edmonds tips it out of play. And Connor Posey into the contest for Bayard will replace Anderson Garter. (30-20), Gordon-Rushville leads the Bayard Tigers. And this boys' 5th place semifinal. Glad to have you along on KNEB TV. Daniel Martins left side. Maddox Leaper has it in his hands. He'll drive baseline, loses it off of his thigh. It's going to be a turnover for Gordon-Rushville. Connor Cochran feeds Noah Manka. Manka to Cochran. Cochran at the free throw line trying to spin away, but a foul going to be called. See who the guilty party is for Gordon-Rushville.
Foul on number 1 from Gordon-Rushville. Bronson Friedman. Tigers ball.
Manka's going to lose it off of his foot on an inbounds pass, and Baird's going to turn it over as the ball goes coast to coast. So now Gordon-Rushville, no pressure in the backcourt. They'll bring it up. Daniel Martins into the front court for the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Left side. Freeman feeds back to Popkin straight away. Popkin left side. Freeman surveys. Bounce pass to the free throw line to Martins. Martins kicks out right side. Leaper's trifecta. Knocks it down from the right wing. Cannon Leaper's third 3 of the contest. 33-20 the score. Almost halfway through this third quarter. Connor Cochran on the left wing. Pumps the brakes. Almost loses it. Able to corral it. Cochran, left side, Noah Manka. Manka head fake left, now drives in the middle of the lane, loses it on a hard dribble. Now Wyatt Edmonds has it. He can't get it to go, gets his own rebound, and his second chance will never happen because he's pushed from behind by Daniel Martins, who will pick up his 3rd of the contest.
Foul on number 4 from Gordon-Rushville. Daniel Martins.
So the foul's now even at 2 and 2. Popkin exits the contest, Sheenan in for Gordon-Rushville. Caleb Leonard surveys the floor, trying to find someone to get it into, trying to feed Manka. Instead, it's taken away by Freeman. Off the floor, Martins. Martins, the middle of the lane, gets it to go. Off the glass and through, and one opportunity for Daniel Martins. Daniel Martins already up to 7 points in this third quarter.
Foul on number 24 from Bayard.
Caleb Leonard picks it up for Bayard.
Daniel Martins at the line.
That's his 3rd foul of the contest. So Jacob Carrizales checks into the contest to replace Noah Manka. Daniel Martins and one opportunity. Can't convert. Rebounded by Caleb Leonard for Bayard. Leonard crosses the timeline. He works to his right. Back to Carrizales straight away. Carrizales Works right, picks up a dribble, working against the defensive Martins, feeds Cochran. Cochran working between the rings. Dribbles down to the right side. Lou almost lost the ball. Maintains it. Carrizales just on the arc. Surveys. Caleb Leonard now has it. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Down low on the left block, trying to feed across to Edmonds. Edmonds has it. Someone's going to have to fire a shot. Cochran will. Can't knock down the three. And Leonard going to tip it back in. Caleb Leonard elevating to tip that ball back into the hoop and convert for two at the buzzer. 36-22. Gordon-Rushville by 14. And now a foul on the other end. See who this goes against for Bayard. Looks like it's going to be Wyatt Edmonds, the freshman, picking up his third of the contest. Fourth team foul for the Bayard Tigers. Martins triggers it in. Leaper has it. Cannon Leaper trying to step through, and it's going to be a travel called on Cannon Leaper. Turnover for Gordon-Rushville. Bayard gets it back with 3:18 to play in this third quarter. Carrizales on the left wing, surveys the floor. Gets it to Posey. Posey on the right wing, dribbling down into the corner. Posey picks up a dribble at that point, surveys the floor, bounce pass to Edmonds. Edmonds looking, gets it to Cochran on the left wing. Cochran fakes left, fakes right, now goes left, middle of the lane, he has it. Carrizales almost lost it, back to Caleb Leonard. Leonard down the right side, trying to feed across to Edmonds. Edmonds has it, he's going to go up, and 3-second violation going to be called on Bayard. Turnover for the Tigers. And a timeout on the floor. We'll take one with them. Gordon-Rushville leads at 36-22.
Coverage of the 2025 Western Trails Conference Basketball Tournament on KNEB.TV is brought to you by Morrill County Community Hospital, A. Elliott Law, Papa Murphy's, and by Wesco.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
Trey Harmon back with you for this Western Trails Conference Boys 5th place semifinal. Jump ball happening during that timeout. Gordon-Rushville maintains possession. Daniel Martins will trigger it in. Freeman, right wing extended, feeds Maddox. Leaper in the corner. Leaper, cross-court pass into the hands is Daniel Martins. Martins feeds Leaper. Leaper down low to Sheenan. Back to Leaper. Leaper kicks it back out. Martins. Martins surveys. He'll bring it back straight away. Bounce pass to Freeman. And shot clock violation against the Mustangs of Gordon-Rushville. Sends it back to the Bayard Tigers end of the floor. Connor, make that Noah Manka feeding Connor Cochran on the far side. Cochran gets away, kicks out from the right elbow to Caleb Leonard. Leonard dribbling down the middle of the lane. He drives, can't get it to go, and he's going to be found coming to the line and shooting two. So Caleb Leonard to the line. His second trip of the day. Foul for Gordon-Rushville went on Maddox Leaper, his first of the day. Caleb Leonard can't convert his first. Ziller checks into the contest for Gordon-Rushville. Leonard back to the line trying to convert his second. Fires it. rattles the cylinder and falls through. Caleb Leonard up to 3 points in this third quarter. 36-23 the score. Right side Leaper feeding inside Martins. Martins trying to dig in against Edmonds. Shoots it over the top of him. Can't get it to go. Ball poked into the sky, and Connor Cochran going to come away with it on the rebound. May have got poked in the eye coming away with it, but he seems to be no worse for the wear. Between the rings he has it, dribbling down the right side. Kicks it out at the left elbow to Leonard. Leonard over the top. Jumper fading away. Can't get it to fall as it just falls off the right side of the iron. And Gordon-Rushville working good in transition. Ziller on the opposite end. Can't get it to go. Ball poked around. Sheenan going to be the last one to touch it. Going to go back to the Bayard Tigers end of the floor. Bayard Tigers back on offense inside of a minute 30 to go in this third quarter. Right side, Caleb Leonard. Dribbling. Inside. Finds Edmonds. Edmonds trying to dig in. Lays it over the side of the iron and through. Wyatt Edmonds up to 4 in this third quarter, 8 in the contest. Cannon Leaper will bring it into the front court for Gordon-Rushville. Sheenan has it right wing. To the top, Popkin. Popkin works it to the right wing, back to Sheenan in the corner. Sheenan surveys. They'll work it around the horn, back to the top. Now back to Popkin, now back to Sheenan in the corner, trying to find something on that right side of the floor. Left side, Cannon Leaper has it. Leaper working against Posey. Leaper surveys. Chest pass in and off the hands of Ziller. Turnover for Gordon-Rushville. Bayard working in transition. Manka trying to go coast to coast. Has it blocked away. Beautiful block by Sheenan. And the Bayard Tigers will maintain possession under their hoop. Leonard gets it into Manka. Manka back to Leonard on a flip. Leonard, middle of the lane, uses the glass, too strong. Sheenan comes down with the rebound, almost lost it for a second, but able to get back on it. Popkin now across the timeline for Gordon-Rushville. 30 seconds left in this third quarter. To the right side, in the hands, it's Ziller. Ziller back to the top, Sheenan. Sheenan, Ziller, inside, Leaper, Cannon Leaper, can't convert on the jumper. Popkin sneaks in the back door, can't get it to go on the second chance, ripped out of the sky by Posey. 36-25 the score, 12 seconds on the clock here in the third quarter. Manka trying to go coast to coast, his jumper won't go. Edmonds comes away with it, uses the glass for an easy 2, and a timeout on the floor. Check that. And in transition, Gordon-Rushville picks up a push. And Bayard's going to keep it on their side. Maddox Leaper picking up his second. So Bayard has it once again underneath their own hoop. Leonard surveys, feeds inside. It's Connor Posey. Posey in front of the iron, lays it over the front of it and lays it just in. Connor Posey's first 2 of the contest. As the third quarter comes to a close, it's 36-27 in favor of the Mustangs of Gordon-Rushville as we head to the fourth quarter.
Coverage of the 2025 Western Trails Conference Basketball Tournament on KNEB.TV is brought to you by Legacy Co-op, Western Nebraska Regional Airport, Midwest Auto Used Parts, and by Team Auto Center.
I would definitely recommend Allo's business services to other companies. Allo's next-gen firewalls have allowed us to tie 6 physical locations together along with numerous remote employees to produce and collaborate and generate content for our local radio group. It is very important for Nebraska Rural Radio Association to have the best in internet and phone service. We rely upon that every single day. Allo provided me with a solution that fit our needs. They have a quality product, great technical support, and a local presence in their community.
Shane Harmon back with you for the final quarter of this boys' 5th place semifinal in this Western Trails Conference tournament, our second of 6 games today. As the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs leading the Bayard Tigers 36-27, entering the fourth quarter. Out of the quarter break, the Bayard Tigers will have it working from right to left. Gordon-Rushville will retreat to defense. Caleb Leonard will trigger it in, gets it to Noah Manka. Manka into the front court for the Bayard Tigers, working against the defense of Daniel Martins. That ball going to be taken away as it's thrown right into the hands of Cannon Leaper. It's going to be kicked away by Noah Manka. Gordon-Rushville will maintain possession on their side of the floor. Cannon Leaper gets it in. Daniel Martins back to Leaper. Sets up the offense, directing traffic with the left hand. Popkin now in his right hand. Dribbles inside the arc, back to the top, poked away. Noah Manka unable to track it down. Leaper cleans it up, and it's going to be over and back against Gordon-Rushville. So turnover for the Mustangs. Bayard has it back on offense. Bayard back to offense after the turnover by Gordon-Rushville. Posey has it for the Tigers. Posey the point man, now Leonard. Leonard brings it out well beyond the arc. Posey has it in his hands, driving to the baseline, trying to flip it over the top. Edmonds, that passing lane rejected, flings it up at the rim, can't get it to go, ripped out of the sky. Maddox Leaper, 1-on-2 opportunity for the Mustangs, and Freeman can't convert. Martins comes in, gets the rebound, and gets it on the putback. Daniel Martins having himself a nice game. Up to 23 points in the contest for the junior. Now he's going to be able to poke a ball away from Manka, and Popkin's going to clean it up and try to go coast to coast. Popkin lays it up with the right hand and through. Brody Popkin. His first points of the contest makes it 40-29 in favor of the Mustangs. Ball batted away once again. Leonard able to scoop it up, this time for the Tigers. Right side, Leonard, Euro step move, feeds Edmonds. Edmonds uses the glass for an easy two. His first two of the fourth quarter. Edmonds up to 10 in the contest. 40-31. Gordon-Rushville back to offense. Bounce pass. Martins feeds over the top, wide open. Maddox Leaper uses the glass for a wide open easy two as he picks up his first points of the contest. And a timeout on the floor. We'll take one with him. Gordon-Rushville leading at 42-31 over the Bear Tigers.
Coverage of the 2025 Western Trails Conference Basketball Tournament on KNB.TV is brought to you by WNCC, Brindle's Restaurant, Travis Hawk Shelter Insurance, Bunkhouse Trailer Sales, and by Allo.
Trey Harmon back with you for the fourth quarter here in this boys WTC fifth place semifinal. Out of the timeout, Bear Tigers will have possession. We know Manka bringing it into the front court for the Tigers. Manka trying to hit a crossover. Daniel Martin sneaks his hand in there and takes it away, lays it off the glass for two, and he's coming to the line for the and one. Daniel Martins up to 4 in this fourth quarter, now 25 in the contest, chance to make it 26 as he heads to the line. That's Noah Manka's first of the contest as Martin steps to the line. Martin can't convert, rebounded by Caleb Leonard, but he's going to be called for a push. So Caleb Leonard picks up his fourth. Bayard quickly with 2 team fouls.
Mustangs ball.
Daniel Martins now to trigger it in for Gordon-Rushville. Get it to Maddox Leaper. Martins unheaves a three, can knock it down, rolls over the iron into the hands of Noah Manka on the rebound for the Bear Tigers, now pushing the tempo in transition. Manka right side to Garter. Garter drives baseline. His jumper straight through the cylinder for Anderson Garter. Up to 6 points in the contest. Scoreless since the second. Nice catch by Cannon Leaper to keep that one in play as he feeds back to Martins. Now back to Leaper. Leaper straight away. Sheenan. Sheenan left side. Back to Sheenan. Right side. Cannon Leaper, back to Sheenan, now Freeman. Freeman will unheave a three, can't knock it down, rolls over the iron, rebounded by Cannon Leaper. Now Sheenan will unheave a three, Candy knocks it down from the right side. Case Sheenan, his first field goal of the contest, up to 4 in the contest, had a free throw back in the second quarter. 33-47, 1:15 on the clock. Martins almost gets another takeaway for Gordon-Rushville. Anderson Garter into the front court. Posey, right side. Head fake, dribbles around his defender. He's on the right side of the lane. Can't get it to go. Edmonds comes away with the rebound, poked into the hands of Posey after he tried to come down with it. None of their second chances will go, and now Freeman has it, and he'll get it to Martins to bring it up the floor. Freeman once again driving down the right side. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Wyatt Edmonds for Bayard as they retreat to offense. Shot won't go for Connor Cochran, pushing it up the floor. Leaper has it. Cannon Leaper. Finger roll in front of the iron. Lays it up and in. His first of the fourth. 49-33. 4:25 to go in this contest. Gordon-Rushville with a commanding lead over the Bayard Tigers. Connor Posey on the left wing feeds down to Anderson Garter. Garter to the top. Cochran. Cochran on the left wing surveys. Now uses his dribble. Brings it to the free throw line. Picks it up there. Pulls it back down. Feeds Posey. Posey thought about a college three. Instead brings it inside the arc. Feeds Garter. Garter down low to Edmonds. Edmonds trying to dig in. Spins away. Lofts it up. Throws it into the side of the iron. Garter on the putback. Can't get it to go. Now Posey has a chance for, and he gets it to go. Connor Posey's first two of the fourth. 49-35. Gordon-Rushville by 14. More than halfway through this fourth quarter. Cannon Leaper drives baseline, feeds Sheenan, flashing inside the middle of the lane, and he puts it through for an easy two. Up to 5 in this fourth quarter is Case Sheenan. Connor Cochran in a timeout for the Bayard Tigers. It's a full timeout. We step aside. Gordon-Rushville leading at 51-35 over Bayard.
25 Western Trails Conference Basketball Tournament on KNEB.TV is brought to you by Reds, Lessard Insurance, Dustin White Irrigation, and by B&C Steel.
Just a beautiful hospital. It's the home to exceptional patient care. This is where specialty clinics meet your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. This is us. Box Butte General Hospital. Great things are happening here.
Looking back for the last 3:30 of this fourth quarter between the Bayard Tigers and the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Gordon-Rushville leading at 51-35. Connor Cochran able to maintain it, and now feeds Carrizales on the left wing as the Tigers are on offense out of the timeout by head coach Michael Simons. Down low, Wyatt Edmonds almost lost it, trying to feed back to Garter. Ball loose on the floor. Jacob Carrizales and Sheenan on top of it, and a jump ball going to be called. Possession goes to the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Noah Manka back into the contest, replaces Connor Cochran. Leaper gets it into Martins as Gordon-Rushville begins their offensive possession. Martins pushes up the floor to Maddox Leaper. Feeds a wide open Popkin on the right block. Easiest two of Brody Popkin's life. He's up to 4 in this fourth quarter. 53-35 inside of 3 minutes to play. Caleb Leonard. Left side now Carrizales feeds to Garter. Anderson Garter on the left side trying to fling it back out, but a travel going to be called. And the Bayard Tigers turn it over. Connor Posey checking back into the contest for the Tigers. 53-35 the score. Gordon-Rushville has it back on their side. Leaper, football pass down the floor, trying to find Daniel Martins, able to track it down, has to pump the brakes, feeds Sheenan across the lane, who can't convert. Sheenan has it poked out of his hands on the rebound, and now a collision. And a foul going to be called on Caleb Leonard as he will foul out of this contest.
Foul number 24.
So Caleb Leonard will foul out of this contest with 2:36 remaining. 53-35, Caleb Leonard fouls out of the contest. Daniel Martins has it. Right wing, feeds back to the top, Leeper. Leeper directing traffic, flips it back to Martins. Martins now down the left side of the lane, finger roll with the right hand, lays it up and in. Daniel Martins up to 27 points in this contest. 55-35, Gordon-Rushville by 20. 2 minutes to play in this fourth. Manka going to throw it towards me. Anderson Gardner able to corral it before it goes out of play. Carrizales feeds Manka in the corner. Manka unheaves a three, can't knock it down, left it short. Spit out, opposite end, long rebound. Noah Manka has it back in his hands. Wyatt Edmonds on the right baseline trying to dig in. He will, lays it over the side of the iron in for an easy two. Wyatt Edmonds up to 14 in the contest, his fourth of the fourth. 1:45 to go. Sheenan on the right wing, bounce pass, wide open, Leeper. It's Cannon Leeper flashing towards the basket and laying it in for two. Noah Manka, 1:30 remaining on the clock. Carrizales has it far side. Carrizales picks up a dribble, feeds Gardner. Gardner digging in, middle of the lane. He will convert, rolls it over the front of the iron. Anderson Gardner takes it to the hoop. He's up to 8-4 in this fourth quarter. 1:05 to go in this fourth. Daniel Martins flips it. Popkin surveys. Now right side Sheenan. Sheenan back to Leeper. Maddox Leeper working against Wyatt Edmonds. Leeper flips it back to Martins. Martins at the left elbow, trying to find a cutting Leeper instead of feed it back to Maddox Leeper as Cannon wasn't open. Skip pass, Sheenan has it, driving towards the basket. His jumper, he'll convert it. Nothing but nylon for Case Sheenan. He's up to 7 in this fourth quarter alone. And a line change for Gordon-Rushville for these last 38 seconds as Bayard returns to offense. And the line change now on the way for the Bayard Tigers as well. So fresh faces on the floor for both teams. Braden Trejo Gonzalez awaiting the inbounds pass from Jacob Carrizales. And Braden will bring it into the front court. On the pass back to Carrizales. Carrizales into the front court. Right wing, Carrizales has it, dribbles down into the baseline, pulls it back out. Carrizales surveying, trying to feed back to the top, stolen away by Sheenan. Sheenan trying to go coast to coast, and a foul going to be called on Jacob Carrizales as he'll pick up his first of the contest. Bayard's fourth as a team. So Gordon-Rushville will advance with this win to take on the Hemingford Bobcats tomorrow. 3 on the way for Gordon-Rushville. Can't convert. Braden Trejo Gonzalez pulls down to the rebound. Trejo Gonzalez trying to go coast to coast from the right side. Can't convert. Ball batted around. Oren Spalding's going to have a go off of his right thigh and out of play.
Mustangs ball.
9 seconds remaining in this one. 59-39. Appears to be the margin that the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs are going to advance to the 5th place game on. Down low, Gordon-Rushville trying to get a couple more. Ball into the sky, thrown behind the basket. And Juan Montañez Rodriguez just has to smile as he walks away. Oren Spalding triggers it in to Jacob Carrizales, flings it down the floor, and out of play as the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs will advance to take on the Hemingford Bobcats in tomorrow's 5th place contest. We step aside. We're back with post-game stats right after this on KNEB TV.
Coverage of the 2025 Western Trails Conference Basketball Tournament on KNEB.TV is brought to you by Morrill County Community Hospital, A. Elliott Law, Papa Murphy's, and by Wesco.
Renewal by Anderson a great investment? You're darn right they are. Did you know that for less than your cable bill or cell phone bill each month, you could have new windows from Renewal by Anderson right now? Do the math. Renewal by Andersen windows will likely cut your energy bills significantly. They will likely substantially increase the value of your home. They're a great investment. Please contact our team now and ask about our fantastic financing options with approved credit right now. Renewal by Andersen, a great investment? You're darn right.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Trey Harmon back with you as we wrap things up. Gordon-Rushville defeats the Bayard Tigers to advance to the 5th place game tomorrow at 12:30 against the Hemingford Bobcats. Take a look at some post-game numbers. Daniel Martin's big game, 27 points for the junior, 15 points for Cannon Leeper, 8 points for Case Sheenan, and 4 points for Brody Popkin, and 2 apiece for Joey Ziller and Maddox Leeper. For the Bayard Tigers, they're paced by Wyatt Edmonds, 14 points for the freshman, 8 points for Anderson Garter, 6 for Caleb Leonard, 5 for Noah Manka, 4 for Connor Posey, and 2 for Connor Cochran. Next up, it's the Bridgeport Bulldogs and the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. Our next game here on KNEB.TV.